Hello everyone, wherever you are out there. This is Greg with Face for Radio. I hope you're doing okay. This video is going to be a little bit late, and I gotta level with you. It's because I kind of messed up my own workflow. So what I was doing with this photo challenge is I was actually going out every day, taking the photo, and then shooting a little behind the scenes video while I did it. Well, for most of these days, I did do that. However, a couple of them I missed. Nephews were over, had some work things to do. So I got a little bit behind. So what I'm going to do is change the format a little bit. Let me know if you like this better. Day 8 was silhouettes and shadows, and I wanted to kind of get away from doing black and white for it because black and white's easy to do for a silhouette and a shadow, so color's a little bit more challenging. And this is the room where we wake up every day, and outside of that window is where we go when we have all sorts of adventures. So I took a couple of different shots from the back of Heather. She agreed to stand in for me, and you'll see that here. Day 9 was sunrises and sunsets. We went down to the levee in Gretna as the sun was coming up and got a couple of really great shots. And you'll see the one that I picked after much debate here. For day 10, we did close-ups. Now, as you're going to be seeing here, I had a lot of different ones that I really liked. This one was a lot more fun than I expected it to be. Close-ups of like my cat, my nephew's eyes, Heather's hand in black and white, and this hammer. But ultimately, I've settled on the notion of connection, people being separated, and just reaching out and trying to touch. That's the closeness. And so ultimately what I settled on is this picture of Heather through a window, and us kind of touching hands separated by glass. So here we go. This is the setup. I stood about this far away. This is my phone. So I had to hold the phone in one hand, and then with the other hand, I had to hold the phone and sort of throw the basketball. The trouble I kept finding is when to actually snap the shot, because as you see, when it leaves, you got a few seconds, and believe me, this is the first take of that. I'm kind of happy with it. But there's a couple of seconds, and I kept missing my opportune time to actually send the basketball out. And that's Siri because I was holding her button. See how hard it is to handle everything? But yeah, it was a challenging challenge, if that makes any sense. Now, a straightforward selfie, nothing wrong with it. But these are challenges, and I wanted to challenge myself to think outside the box. Oh, I took on too much. So today what you're going to see is I posted this one. I like it, it's just fine. Now, granted, I don't really smile in photos all that much. It's got nothing to do with me being a sad person. As you can see, I'm very happy. But typically when I smile, my eyes close. I have a closed mouth smile. My open mouth smile looks ridiculous. So that's why you tend to see me kind of grinning, you know. So that's kind of ultimately what we went with today. Not my favorite of things. I thought I'd have a lot more fun with this challenge, and I am sad now. But tomorrow is going to be an interesting one. Tomorrow is all about the aftermath. So this is the first one that I didn't have any footage for. This is day 13, Aftermath. And the concept was basically, you know, what happens the day after. So the good thing is I got to drink some wine for this one, and that's what you'll see here. Walking Dead, good Cabernet Sauvignon. What I wound up going with is this black and white photo that you'll see here. So for the final day of week 2, it was Obstructing the Lens, and this is one that I really, really like. It's when you take an object and you place it in front of the camera to get sort of serendipitous effects. And as you can see, I started out with my nephews, had a couple really good shots of them, and this is just a water bottle in front of the lens, and then I kind of turned it to the garden. And I like the idea of these beads of light sort of looking like drops of dew, but they're made of sunlight. So this picture that I settled on is this final one here. Well, that's going to do it for week 2 of the Lakeside Photo Challenge. Join us back here next Thursday when I'll release video number 3, showing you all the behind-the-scenes footage from week 3. Please remember to follow me on Instagram at Strider0 and follow Scott Simon at TrulyScottSimon. Also, please remember to hashtag your photos, hashtag Lakeside Photo Challenge, along with following us here at Face for Radio. This has been Greg. You guys have a great week. Stay safe.